One thing for sure is that thought process. Meaning, the idea of professional against the cleric or ulama, to me, is a non-issue at all. It's not about professional versus clerics or ulama. The more underlying thing is about a thought process. It's about what I said earlier, about the neo-literalist versus the Maqasidic approach. Seriously. That is even tougher. That really takes, that was going to take a long time before PAS could really identify that, that the process of change and the handling of Sharia. Why I've been stressing that earlier on the governance and all those so-called civil Islam, because that would be the emphasis to go forward. And if only we could, play down a bit on the punitive aspect of Islam, but of course that would be seen like us backtracking and backpedaling, and our political nemesis will have a field day, demonizing us, and they could simply put it as, look, they are being saddled by DAP. They fear DAP. They fear PKR. That's the reason why they don't even want to talk about it. So you understand, kind of a very precarious, very situation. That's one. This is why I said it's not about ulama versus professional. It's about a thought process. It's about an intellectual thing. It's about how you understand Islam. How do you understand interpretation of the text of the Quran and the Sunnah. These are very serious things, and this will take a longer time. And us as non-religious, so-called secular professionals that have not been trained religiously, in the traditional sense, in the formal sense, would face quite a uphill task to convince. I can be talking about a Maqasidic approach, but somebody who is religiously trained and ustaz, not dressed like me, would have a better, outcome in terms of convincing. But you put us on the same stage and allow us to discuss and debate, on a free and level playing field. I'm not quite sure whether he'll have the upper hand. And that is what is happening now. So the more debate, the more discourse, the more, one of the Mu'tamar's resolution was to allow for this thought, these two stream of, thought, school of thought, if I may use that word, be allowed to debate itself on a level playing field. That would be the way forward for PAS, because that would be the enlightening, pencerahan process, maturing, and that would be the evolution, the transformation that is required.